everyone, my name is Sah and welcome back to Sah Screams, where I play scary games because I'm an idiot. Next one, we have Doki Doki Literature Club, which I have been told is a scary game, but on the surface does not appear to be so. So I'm excited to check this one out. I understand that it does take a while to get scary, so I don't know what this recording is going to be like. Maybe we'll do something a bit longer, see if we can find a scare, I don't know. But anyway, if you are new to Sah Screams, this is the deal. If you are a patron, you can vote to force me to finish playing one of these games. I am playing one-shots at the moment, so I just did at Dead of Night last week and Doki Doki this week, and 2 more to come. I won't tell you what they are, but if you're a patron, you can check out the list right now and you can vote for which one you would like me to finish. And I'm really excited to check out this one. I don't know why this would be scary, but I don't know. It looks so cutesy and ridiculous. Maybe it's like full of hentai and that's scary. I don't know. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's shoot the shit out of this game. Let's go. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So me, I don't know. Enter? I don't know what the controls are, by the way. I'm just guessing. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit... Wow, okay. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Let's go. Are we using the mouse? We're using the mouse. Are we easily disturbed, guys? Oh my god. What? I'm trying to think what could come from this. Are they're in a literature club, so are they writing like scary stories or something? It's so cutesy. It is so cutesy. All right, let's check out settings. Okay, looks fine. I assume we have subtitles? All right, let's go, new game. Please enter your name, Sah. Okay. Hey. Okay. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she is totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. What? That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long? Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Huh. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalks and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! Is that crying? Ha! I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Sayori. Okay, so we... Oh, okay. Do we get to see who we are, I wonder? I don't know if we're gonna, like, create a character or something. This is so cutesy. How is this scary? I am so eager to find out. Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Sah. Aw. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Okay. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Oh. Whatever you say, Sayori. Are we an asshole? Are we an asshole in this? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Sah, have you decided on a club to join yet? Probably the literature club. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Are we an asshole? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh my god. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's us. That is me. That is us. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any... Oh my god. Oh my god. This is us. This is so us. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oh my god, it's me. They got me down pat. They got me down pat. Oh my god. I was loving this. You trust me, right? Oh, Sayori seems like a really good friend and we're an asshole. We are a neat asshole. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not technically a NEET. I am working at the moment, but I've been a NEET before. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. I can't promise I'll try, but I'll try to try. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little. At least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, I love Sayori. She's so cute. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Wow. School days would go on forever. They would never end. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh my god, yes, let's join the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Eee, Beanie! I don't even know. Whatever. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Oh, are we like really self-involved when we don't give a shit about our friends? Or in fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything! Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Yeah, I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! We're an asshole. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh my god, I bet she does. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Sah, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. I really hope you can't hear me like mashing away on the enter key. I'm really sorry about my mouse last week. Oh my god. My silent mouse is dead. Natsuki. That's not a that's a humph, right? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seem to have had a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Sah. I feel like I should be doing voices for each of these people, but I don't know if I have the energy or memory. I won't be able to remember whose voice I'm doing for who. What voice I'm doing for who. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... It's okay, we're not interested in girls. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Sah. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Oh my god, yeah, let's have some tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Ow! Whatever that is. Natsuki lifts the bowl off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh my god, I love cats! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! So kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Alright, seriously guys, I have been assured that this is a scary game, so I am trying to get through this as fast as possible so we can get scares. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks from a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki's blushing. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Oh, Natsuki's blushing. But not for you, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Are we going to get to literature? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, it does. Are we having black tea or green tea? What are we having? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yes, we do. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Oh, I'd rather be at the anime club. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Is this a big thing in Japan? Like, I see this a lot in, like, anime, you know, they have like these clubs, like, I don't know whether like social clubs or something. We don't like have that in Australia, like nothing mandatory. These things seem mandatory, like extracurricular clubs or something you gotta join. Is this something they do in the US too? I'm not sure. Well, I haven't joined any clubs. Yes, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. I think I know what the scary part of this game is. It's me doing this is basically public speaking, and I hate public speaking. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Sah, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! Yeah! That's right. I mutter quietly. No, I'm screaming it, okay? I'm yelling it out. Manga, why not? I love it. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ooh. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. Interesting. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, And give that back. Fine. Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Oh my god. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Yeah? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, sir? I guess. I don't know. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Oh dear. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh no, they're so sad. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. but I'm sorry, I thought, humph. Sir, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. No, we're gonna join anime club! One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Oh my god. Then that makes it official. Welcome to Literature Club. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over me once more. Sarah, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. We're not gonna have to write anything, are we? Oh no. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Oh my god, no. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Sah, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Okay, that's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. No! I'm not interested in girls. Oh. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. No, we are not fucking doing poetry writing, are we? No! What is this? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh. What? So we're trying to impress one of the girls. And we want to use words that we think they'll like. Who do we like? Yuri seems the most interesting. I don't know, Yuri's an intellectual, right? And, death. Oh, Sayori likes death, apparently. Bunny? Ooh, I don't know if I want to put the word death and bunny together. So we've got intellectual death, covet randomly. Let's go with that. Did that... This isn't random, right? It's whenever we click on a word, it's impressing one of these girls. Anime! Natsuki likes anime. Let's just pick random words. Bouncy. Prayer, why not? Oh. Sayori likes prayer. Why isn't Monica here? Do we not need to impress Monica? Agonizing. I think we want to impress Yuri. I think we like Yuri the most. Well, I do. Fear. Oh. Fester. Unending. Boop. That's too cute. That's gonna be like Natsuki, right? Natsuki's so kawaii. Wrath. Unrestrained. Pain. Oh. Natsuki likes pain. No, that's Sayori. Oh my god, am I getting all the names mixed up? It's Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri. Okay. Doki Doki. What does Doki Doki mean? I'm not sure. Desire. Oh, we need 5 more words. Passion. Please don't make me put all these words together. Meager. Entropy. Tenacious. And one last word. Kawaii. Let's go, misfortune. Oh, wait, we keep going? Oh, this is the 20th word. Oh, massacre, definitely. Let's go. I think we're going to impress Yuri. Hi again, Sah. Oh, what is our poem going to say? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Do we? Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. That was so quick. So do we have a whole school day as well? I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sah. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Ooh, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh, I want to see the manga collection. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying moniker and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sah always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Certainly do. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Do we do that? We clean a room? Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh my god. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Sah can become good friends too. Yeah, I can be friends with everyone. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Oh, Yuri's blushing! Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Ooh, it's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. What is it? I enthusiastically take the book. Phew, what is this book? Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. For manga? Bring out the manga! I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Is this because we picked words that Yuri would like? Is that why we're getting a bit of a focus on Yuri at the moment? I don't know. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she'd lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, changing music. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sinks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in a book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave to me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Okay, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment... What? A human experiment prison? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. What is happening in this? Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, sir? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. No, I didn't forget that. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, so if we had chosen words that, say, Natsuki liked, would we be discussing like manga with Natsuki or something? And then I'm not sure, like with Sayori. I don't know. I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Are we actually going to read our poem out? Or is it just... I don't know. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I get that. I totally get that. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? This is so exhausting. You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Oh my god. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. What is this game? Here. Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. So this literature club is we just read. Do we discuss books or... Because if we're all reading different books, I imagine? I don't know. I don't know how this reading club works. I don't know how clubs work over there. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Are we even reading? We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a little ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Oh, I get that. I get that bad. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Sah, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Oh dear. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! Oh my god, thank god, an end to this. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Yeah, let's do it! We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yeah, I want to read it. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. I'm waiting for this game to pick up. I know I was told that it takes a long time for this to pick up. I've been assured a number of times that this is a scary game, but it takes a while to get into. And I just want to get into it right now, and I don't know if we can, but I've got to try. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? We did, and we want to read it! Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Oh my god. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh my god. Who should I show my poem to first? First. So we can show it to all of them? Let's show it to Yuri first. We kind of wrote it with Yuri in mind, right? So let's go with Yuri first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Okay. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Okay. He's going to hate me? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? What is happening? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? None, I guess. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I can guarantee no. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Are we actually going to see this poem? I want to see it. I want to see what we put together. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Oh. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Is that calm breathing air? Is that calm breathing air of the present but living in the past? The light flickers. I flicker back. Click outside poem area to continue. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh, we're slow at reading. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It is! It's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Hoo-hoo! Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Sah. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. I want to read ours! If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Can we read ours, please? You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Sah. Okay? Me too. Can we read our poem? I want to read my poem. Who should I show my poem to next? Please, someone read our poem to us. I want to see it. Let's just get on with Sayori. Why not? Sayori. This is a good poem, Sah. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Sah. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. More cupcakes, please! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to keep me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Huh. Interesting. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, let's go, Natsuki. Natsuki! Oh. Say, if you're going to take this club seriously... Oh, if you're not going to take this club seriously, rather, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Oh, I am getting like so tongue-tied. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh my god. Monica! We will read Monica's. Hi, sir! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, yeah, let's do anime and manga. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled even more. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, sir. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, sir. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try. I feel like I need a group of people here with me to do all the different voices. This must be so dull to listen to. Just my very boring voice all the time. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yes, let's do it. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas! Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. Can we... Oh, have to use the mouse? A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Huh. Interesting. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Aha, it's okay. I never know how to do the aha. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful, really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's good advice, that's good advice. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh my god. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy? Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Sah did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Ooh. And Sah liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? And she got like vampire fangs. That's so cute. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sah appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh my god. Why? Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone alright? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sah started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Sah? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Please don't make me choose sides, I swear to God. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Sah. No fucking way, do not involve me. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. What is with this music? You understand that, right, Sah? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh man, I don't want to do this. So of course that's going to be... Do we really have to do this? Let's get Sayori in on this. I'm not taking sides. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Sah? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Oh, my friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Ahaha! Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. Weirdly suspicious. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Oh my god, I'm so exhausted reading this. I'm so exhausted reading this. We've gone over an hour, and I want to keep going because I want to know what's coming. Like, I am interested, but it's so exhausting. There is so much going on, and I just, okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? I want to read my poem. It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Sah, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Okay. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Huh. I assumed our goal was like to win over one of these girls or something like that, so only pick language that would relate to them, that they would like. But do we need to try and pick language that everyone likes so that we're writing poetry? I don't know. We want to have our own style, right? I don't know. Sah! What? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Do we get education or just do literature club now? Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. It's not because of us, is it? I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Sah, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Does it need to stop there? What does that mean? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori in the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh my god. So should we pick words that impresses all three of them? And Monica isn't there at all for some reason. We used like Festa last time and prayer. Do we want to change it up at all? Should we try and impress them all? I don't know. Let's go sweet. Inferno. Lucky. I'm trying to think what Natsuki would like. Natsuki likes cutesy, anime. Ambient. Interesting. Scars? Scars. Why does Sayori like the word scars, I wonder? Interesting. After image. Trying to do different words. We did rough last time, I think. Fluffy. What does Doki Doki mean? Let's go with that. Interesting. Disarray? Aura? Effulgent. Sorry, I was thinking about that Buffy episode now. Beauty effulgent. Treasure. Kitty. Kawaii. Contamination. Oh, I want to read these. Do you guys want to read these? I want to read these really bad. I'm kind of tempted to go over the footage later and grab all the words that I've been selecting in this and try and come up with my own poem. And that I would really like to give that a go, actually. Why not? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll show you guys how awful it is. Let's go forgive. Poof. Poof or poof? I'm curious. Let's go with it. Poof? I don't know. Boop. Childhood? There we go. Let's see what happens. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. We don't go to class, do we? We don't get our education anymore. It's just literature club. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing you get. Sorry, I thought I saw a huntsman. If there is a fucking huntsman in here, I'm gonna lose my shit. Oh god. Now I'm gonna be looking over there. I thought on my microphone, okay, it's alright. If I scream randomly, you know why. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Oh my god, we got cupcakes. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Oh, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Oh. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? What? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. What? Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Oh no, she might have just wanted to spend time with us. I need water. I am like about to just... Oh, holy shit, my heart rate just went way up. I had a coughing fit because I am just so dehydrated. My mouth is so dry. I had to have some water and I just had a coughing fit. It's cool, we're back and I still haven't found my huntsman. So nice. Oh. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. She might have just wanted to spend time with us, come on. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Sah to let me borrow some money. Oh my god. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. Responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think like that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the room. What is this retribution? That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pop! What was that? Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glanced around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Aha! Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Oh my god. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. She threw it in your face. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Aww. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful Sayori trots away to safety. Oh my god, Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I would be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Aha. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. Okay, are we getting to literature? I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, sir. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything today? No, you really haven't. Nothing's going on. Nothing's happening. I choose to leave out Sayori's mission. Yes. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. What's going on in the closet? Is it the manga? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! This game is killing me, guys. This game is killing me. I'm trying to get through this so quickly so we can find some scares. And I've been assured that there are scares. But I'm like dying. I'm dying. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh my god. Cupcakes it is then! I'm hungry! Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the events itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. Did we seriously join a literature club to sleep? Or eavesdrop on conversations? But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry! Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Oh, we should have joined the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime. Oh my god. That reminds me, I gotta be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow to watch anime. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all... What? Rare? My hair's fine. I run my fingertips on the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. What's wrong with the bow? It looks fine. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar? What? Where? I don't see that. Is there? Maybe? I don't know. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think... Aww! Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's mean. That's super mean. That is so mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. No! I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Are we really tall, or is this a weird angle? What is this? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess? Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger. Oh my god. Alright. With that, I'm gonna have to end it. I have to end it. Oh, we didn't get any scares. We didn't get any scares. As I said, I mean, I've read up a little bit about this. I understand that it does get scary. This is a scary game. I have been told it is a scary game. And it does take a while to get into it. So I am keen to check it out and see how this develops and progresses. I really want to know, but it is very exhausting getting through this, and I've been like just trying to go as fast as possible to get to it, but I'm gonna have to stop because I think we've hit about an hour and a half, around that. I was actually considering doing a 2-hour video to see if we could get to some scares, but that is a long time, 2 hours, and I don't know if you guys will be up for watching all of that. So, but look, we'll end it there. If you are interested in me continuing with Doki Doki Literature Club, I'm gonna have to look up and see what that means, Doki Doki, I'm not sure. If you're interested, check out my Patreon page. It doesn't matter which tier you're at, $1, $5, $10, whatever, it doesn't matter which tier you're on, you can vote and choose this game if you like. There's also At Dead of Night that I played last week, and I'll be playing 2 more, as I said, in the next couple of weeks. Those ones are actually going to be scary games, I'm pretty sure. At least you should hopefully see some scares in my recording. Oh my god, this is killing me. My heart rate got up to 99 because I had a coughing fit, not because of scares. But I am still keen. I'm still keen to figure out how this goes. I do want to see it. So if you guys don't vote for it, that's cool. I might check it out in my own time. I want to know how it gets from discussions about boobs to whatever the fuck it is that is scary in this, aside from public speaking, which I've done a lot, and I'm so tired, so thirsty. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That really helps me out. It really does make a difference. Of course, I want to give a shout out to my lovely patrons as well. You guys are fantastic. You guys are amazing. You support me financially for some reason. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know, and it's not just the money, of course. I appreciate your emotional support. I appreciate you coming in to my videos and commenting, telling me how awesome I am. I always love to hear that, so please do continue with that. And if you'd like to become a patron yourself, please check out the link in the description below. Of course, you can vote right now. You can pick a game that I haven't even touched yet. You can vote for whichever you like right now. Anyway, until next week, the next edition of Sah Screams. Please do have an amazing day, /night, /whatever, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.